Hey everybody, John here from All Miniatures Great and Small, and Jake and I are coming at you from our new filming studio corner, I guess we'll call it.
Fancy.
Fancy, yes. Today we're going to be playing Aeronautica Imperialis. So, this is the new Tau expansion.
Yes.
So last year they came out with one that had Imperial Navy and Orcs. This year we got Imperial Navy and Imperial Guard, Astra Militarum, versus Tau. So we'll see how that goes. I'm excited because the Tau seems to give us maybe an entirely new play style.
Hopefully.
So we'll see, or maybe they play more like Imperials. I had a pretty good track record against Orcs.
Yes.
I think Imperials were a little overpowered.
All right, but I remember the dice rolls were pretty bad too.
That could be that doesn't.
That might have been a combination.
Yeah. So, but here Jake's going to be taking on the Tau. He painted up the Tau.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be taking out some of the new Imperial stuff of Valkyrie, Vendetta, Lightning, and I think I'm adding a Marauder in there too to make the points. We're playing to 125. My list came to 123. I don't know what you're spending, but
I think I'm 122 right now, but I'm sure I'll buy a little upgrade or something.
Yeah, you could take defensive drones or something like that.
Yeah.
So we're going to go ahead and look at the armies. Go ahead and get the game going. So for today's game, we're going to be playing at 125 points. This is my Imperial force. It comes to 123 points. So to kind of go over what I'm bringing, I have a Lightning Strike fighter here. He's kind of my leader. He is upgraded with Imperial Ace and a pair of Sky Strike missiles. Then we have another Lightning Strike with just a pair of missiles again. We have a Marauder Destroyer with a pair of missiles. We have Valkyrie with the rocket pods attached. And we have the Vendetta with the twin las cannons attached. So we'll see how it goes. So there we go, my 123 points. I'm hoping these guys do well. These only have 2 structure points each, so I'm a little worried about them. But then maybe the Marauder will be able to carry some weight. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and turn it over to Jake so he can talk about his Tau.
Alright, so here we have 125 points of Tau. So, I have 3 Barracuda AX-5-2s, 1 Tiger Shark AX-1-0-2, and lastly, 1 more Tiger Shark AX-1-0. There are really no upgrades except for 3 of these have tail gunners. So I'm going to give tail gunners or tail gunner drones, I guess, to each bomber and then to one of the fighters. But other than that, all the fighters, all the Barracudas have railguns, and then the Tiger Sharks, one of them has a railgun, and the other one has burst cannons. And yeah, that is pretty much it. So bare bones, because the Tau are much more expensive than the Imperial counterpart. But yeah, so we'll see. It'll be fun.
Today's mission is going to be the dogfight. It's just the basic scenario out of the new book. We're not going to be using the special rules. Neither one of us wants to use reserves, and there's not going to be any night fighting or bad weather or fighting at low altitude. So, and the underdog rule does not kick in because we're pretty much spot on for points. So there you go. We're going to go ahead and roll off for the first player, and then deploy all our models, and then we will be back. We will be back. We will be back. All right. Deployment has occurred. I'll start with me over here. I've got Vendetta, 1 Lightning, Valkyrie, Marauder Destroyer, and my other Lightning with the who happens to be an Imperial Ace. So I've got them separated out into 2 sections. We both have long-range weapons, so I'm not sure how this is going to pan out. I'm used to orcs charging at me, but I don't see as much charging in my future, but we'll see. All right, Jake, you want to describe what you've got?
Barracudas in the front, Tiger Sharks in the back. These 3 are the ones with the upgrades.
How very symmetrical of you.
Yes.
Very, very Tau Aircast of you.
I don't know.
All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to roll off. We've already, if you haven't played Aeronautica Imperialis, and we haven't played any over a year, the way that it works is at the beginning of a turn, you put down your order token. So this is an order token for this plan. So everybody has order tokens down. Now we're going to roll for initiative. That's a 2 for the Imperials. So Jake has initiative. Whoever Jake chooses to move first is also going to shoot first.
Yep.
All right, so you were choosing to move first.
Yes.
All right, so you're picking that guy.
Yes.
And he's doing a number 2 maneuver.
A swoop.
Which is, if we consult our handy-dandy movement diagram, we can see a number 2 is a swoop. Now this gets very confusing. We're not going to explain this every time, but the first few moves, just so you guys can get an idea of it. So Jake is swooping. Actually, Jake, before you move your miniature, you need to decide if you want to change or adjust your throttle.
I did not want to change or adjust.
Okay. And what is his altitude and speed?
So his speed is 3, his altitude's 4.
Okay, and that's everybody on the board, by the way. I guess I should have mentioned that earlier in setup. So 3 and 4. Okay. And then now it's over to me to pick. All right, I'm going to go ahead and go with my ace, my Imperial ace. He's sees his target over there. I'm flipping this over. He's got a 1, which is level flight. He has speed 3, altitude 4 as well. He's going to increase his speed to 5. And the amount you can increase your speed is equal to your throttle, which we see for a lightning strike is 3. So I could go up to 6 if I want to, but I'm just going to do 5. So I'm going to go ahead and move and show you his final position. Alright, and his move is done. He is basically 7 hexes away from that XB 101379, whatever that is. So it's over to Jake to choose one of his planes. What's it going to be? This decision could determine the whole game right here.
I don't know.
We'll be right back. Alright, Jake selected his Tiger Shark. He's flipped a 2 maneuver, another swoop.
Yes, I'm going to do another swoop. I'm going to increase my speed by 2, so I'm going to move 5 total.
Alright.
Alright, and that is where he is ending, facing forward, hopefully shooting some railguns at these guys.
That's rude. Alright, I'm going to go with this guy next. He's doing a 1, which is a level flight. Marauder Destroyer ends up there, still at altitude 4, speed 3. So he's had long range to those guys, but I don't know where those guys are going to end up. So back over to Jake.
Alright, this Barracuda is up next. He's the one that has tail gunners on him. So he is going to do a speed 1.
Level flight.
Level flight. Alright, my Barracuda moved up. I'm keeping my same speed and altitude.
Which is 3 and 4?
Yeah, and I turn to the right to face
so
these guys.
Facing those guys. You're going to go for the quick knockout over here, it looks like.
Hopefully. We'll see. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know what any of these guns really do.
We'll find out. I'll pick something next. I'll do my Valkyrie here, and he's doing, surprise, level flight. And he ends up there. I'll give you a better kind of overview so far of the battlefield. He has increased his throttle to 4, so he's speed 4. Speed 4. And he's keeping his altitude of 4. Pretty much everyone's at altitude 4 right now. So on to Jake.
Alright, I'm going to do this Tiger Shark next. This is the one that has a transport capacity to him. And he's doing a swoop. Alright, and my Tiger Shark is ending over here in front of these guys.
Speed and altitude.
5, speed, altitude 4.
Alright, back over to me. I'm going to pick this Lightning. He is doing a 1. Alright, my second Lightning ends up there. And he's heading in towards the Tau. Back over to Jake. No surprise what he's doing, his last plane.
Do another swoop. Okay, I lowered my speed down to 2, but I am still at altitude 4.
Alright, he is there. So I've just got this last guy right here. And he's doing shock level flight. And my Vendetta throws the throttle forward and speeds up to 4. He's only got a throttle of 1. And blazes forward, heading towards his destiny. Alright, so that's the end of the movement phase. So now we're going to the shooting phase, and Jake is going to choose one of his planes to go first, and then, just like we just did, we'll trade shooting back and forth.
Okay, so the Tiger Shark, my most expensive one at 28 points, is going to shoot his railguns into your ace.
Alright.
So I get 3 shots because we're at long range.
Yeah.
Hitting you on 5s. 1 hit.
So you got 1 hit. So now you're going to damage me on a 2+, but
Yes.
if you roll a 5 or 6, it's
Double damage.
double damage, which will be enough to destroy me.
So here we go. Oh!
Alright, so this guy's just dead. And now you know why he's your most expensive plane, I guess.
Apparently.
And so whatever that second weapon was you were going to fire,
It's just
is
wasted
lost.
on him.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just shooting the expanding cloud of debris. And so now it's my turn to select one of my planes.
Okay.
Except for him. You killed my Imperial Ace.
Excellent.
You jerk. Alright, my Marauder Bomber is going to be going. Alright, so this Lightning Strike Fighter is enraged seeing the destruction of his wing commander. And he's going to fire at that, whatever that is. What is that again?
Barracuda.
Barracuda. We're going to go with Sky Strike missiles first. I know I should probably save these, but what the heck. So it's 2 dice, and I need 5s because we're at the same altitude. So let's see some of those Imperial symbols there. Alright, so we got 1 hit. And then it is damage you on a 3, and if I get a 6, it's extra damage.
How much damage does it do?
Well, it just does 1.
So a 6 would destroy me.
A 6 would destroy you because you're structured 2.
Yep.
So
Woo.
just 1 damage. So that's my Sky Strike missiles done for that plane. Now we're going to go to my twin multi-lasers, which at medium range shoot 6 dice. This is going to be what gets you. So they hit on 5s. So we just got 1 hit, and then it damages on a 5+. So I've got a 5+.
Man.
He's destroyed.
Nah.
Revenge. So he goes down in a flaming column of smoke. And I get some revenge on the board. So that's going to be back over to Jake.
Okay, so my Tiger Shark AX-1-0-2 is going to shoot at your bomber. So it looks like the biggest difference I'm seeing is he's more of like the mid-ranged fighter. So his guns are actually better at that medium ranged, but I'm still at long range. So instead of getting 3 shots like he did, I'm only getting 2 shots.
Okay. But it's still the same scary gun?
And it's still the same gun. Oh wait, no, it's not. It's slightly worse.
Okay.
It's closer to the guns that are on these guys.
Gotcha.
So he's the only one with like the big scary guns.
So you're getting 2 dice. You need
Yep.
5s because we're at the same altitude.
Yep.
Let's see it.
1
Okay, I
hit.
got 1 hit.
And then I need the 6 for the extra damage.
So what's the regular damage on?
2+.
2+. Okay.
So 1 damage.
So just 1 damage. Okay.
And then I have missile pods as well.
Uh-huh.
We're at long range, so I only get 1 shot.
Okay.
Need a 4. No. And that's it.
No, you need a 5 still. The force for damage.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Everything always damages on a 5, or everything hits on a 5, which is easy to remember. And then if you're at a different altitude level, for every altitude difference, it's 1 harder to hit. So if you're 1 altitude apart, it would be a 6+ to hit, and if you're 2 altitude levels apart, you can't hit the other guy. Alright, so that guy's gone. Over to me. I think I'm going to go with, if he's in range, I'm going to go with him. Let's see what we can do. Alright, we're going to go with the Vendetta. He's lining up on that Barracuda.
Yep.
And then at this range, at long range, I'm getting 3 dice worth of las cannons. So this is a little terrifying for you, Jake, I'm sure.
A little bit.
So we still need 5s to hit. Yeah, not that terrifying. So he's done.
All right, so this is the one I should have done earlier on, just to make sure he made it through. But he's at medium range for this guy, so I can potentially kill him.
You could.
So I get 2 shots with the railgun. This is the best range for this guy, by the way. So 1 hit.
Oh.
This one probably wounds on a 2. Yep, on a 2.
Ah!
All right, and then my missiles. I get 3 shots with the missiles, hitting on 4s.
No, hitting on 5s.
Oh no, yeah, 5. Sorry.
Okay. And they whiff too. Okay, I don't feel so bad about him whiffing because he whiffed. So it's back over to me. Okay, this Valkyrie is going to go 1 last cannon shot at that guy. Long range, 10 hexes. We're looking for a 5. We got the hit. All right, Jake. We need a 6. 2 plus the wound, a 6 for extra damage. Extra damage.
Come on, man.
And at least he shot. Granted, he whiffed, but...
That means nothing if he does nothing.
So he shot, and I also was going to shoot his rocket pods, which have an ammo of 3, so they're going down to an ammo of 2. And that's it, so back over to Jake.
Alright, so I've got this last Barracuda left. He is at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so he's at long range. So
7's medium range.
Well, he's at long range because 7 stopped here.
Oh, okay, so he's 8 hexes away?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, he's like 10. I just stopped at 7.
Oh, okay. I see what you're doing there.
So 1 shot.
1 shot. Let's see that 5 up.
Hits.
It's a hit.
Wounds on a 2. Wounds, so 1 more damage.
1 more damage.
And then the missiles, 1 shot again. 5. No.
Just 1 shot with your missiles? Oh, long
Yep,
range.
on
Yeah.
long range.
Okay, so he's taken 2 damage, but he hasn't shot yet. So let's just go ahead and do his shooting. So he's done. And the only thing that I have in range, unfortunately, is my pair of Sky Strike missiles. So I'm going to go ahead and fire those at the little guy. If I can kill all your little guys, that would be awesome. This isn't going to kill your little guy, but if I can damage him, so much the better. 2 shots looking for 5s. We got 1 hit, and then we wound on a 3 plus. No. Alright, so and his Sky Strike missiles are now done, and that is the end of the turn. I'll double check if there's any cleanup we need to do, but I don't think so. So, as far as first turns go, I think I came out ahead. I shot down 2 of your Barracudas for the loss of my very expensive Lightning, the Ace Pilot.
Yeah.
Because the Ace Pilot card's like 5 points. That's
Okay.
a lot. Plus the Sky Strike missiles that he never got to use. But I still think I came out ahead. I did 4 structure points to you total. You did 2. You did 2 here. So you're starting to chip away.
I would still say you came out ahead, though, just because I didn't kill
I think so, because he still has all his weapons,
Exactly.
even though you got 2.
Yeah.
Tactically wise, my guy with lots of las cannons is far away from you, which is where he wants to be. So I'm sure Jake's going to be a little worried about that. I'm thinking maybe I should have made both of my Valkyries Vendettas.
Probably. They seem really good.
But, so we're going to go ahead, and what do you think about your turn?
I mean, yeah, I was really happy to kill. I didn't expect you to kill both of them.
Yeah.
Or at least, and me not to do anything over on that side, which was kind of a bummer.
Yeah.
Right? I didn't get to use... None of my fighters really did anything except for the 1 damage on the bomber.
Yeah.
But yeah, so... I don't know. We'll see.
I think 2 structure, and we can talk more about this at the end of the game because we don't know yet. 2 structure planes, it might not be worth spending extra points on them. They're more like cannon fodder. Like,
Yeah.
or DACA jets.
Like, 3 structure is really good because at longer range, my weapons against, like, your Vendettas, for example, where if you're 3 structure, I can't kill you.
Yeah, you can't one shot.
Yeah.
You
But,
can't
like,
one
2,
shot a 3 structure.
You can typically always kind of one shot anybody with 2 if you get, because you have the potential of extra damage in
Yeah.
long range.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's interesting.
All right, we're gonna go to turn 2.
Yep.
All right, it's time for the
Roll for initiative.
yes. Here we go.
Haha.
All right, your choice. Are you moving first?
Yeah, I think so, yes.
Okay. So on to Tao, turn 2.
Alright, so I'm picking at this Tiger Shark. He is going to do a 2 maneuver.
Ooh.
Alright, and that is where he is ending his swoop. I decrease my speed from 5 to 3, and I'm staying at the same altitude.
I'm gonna go with this Valkyrie. He's doing a swoop as well. You're not the only one who can do swoops. And he ends up there. He's at speed 4, altitude 4.
I am moving my, whatever he's called, Barracuda, speed 1. Alright, that is where the Barracuda is going. I went forward 3 squares and turned to the left.
Alright, I'm going to go with this Vendetta. He's doing a swoop. And he ends up there, pointing that way. Altitude 4, speed 5. He went up 1.
Okay, and lastly, my Tiger Shark is going level flight. Alright, that's where he's ending. He slowed his speed down from 5 to 3, and he turned left.
Alright. And then I've still got 2 more, but you're done moving.
Yep.
Okay. We'll go with the Marauder Destroyer next. He's doing a 1. And the Marauder Destroyer ends up there. He's taking these guys on head on. Last but not least, this guy, he's doing a 1. And he ends up there, and that ends all my movement. So on to Jake move first, so you get to pick someone to shoot with first.
Okay, so I'm going to shoot my Barracuda at this guy.
Okay.
So let's start off with the railguns first.
Medium range.
Yep.
2 dice.
One hit.
Uh-oh.
Winning on a 2.
Okay, but you want that 6.
Yes.
No.
So 1 damage.
Okay.
And then I've got my missiles.
Okay.
5s. 1 hit. I need a 4 to blow you up.
Okay.
Got him.
Alright, he is destroyed. Well done.
Thank you, thank you.
Alright, my turn. I'm going to fire this Vendetta at that bomber. So at that range, I'm only getting 3 dice, hitting on 5s. That's 2 hits. And then damaging you on a 2, 6 is double damage. So that is 3 damage total.
Okay, so this Tiger Shark is shooting everything into this
Valkyrie.
Valkyrie. Whatever they're called.
They're called Valkyries.
3 shots. 5s.
So this is your railgun?
Yeah.
Hey, you got 1 hit.
1 hit. Double damage on a 5. Double damage.
Alright, he's
And then
down
the
to
missile.
he's down to
7.
1 structure point left.
Okay. And I only have 1 missile shot.
Okay.
So nope.
Right, so he's done.
Yep.
Does that guy have anything that can reach him?
I don't think so.
Okay.
You're not in my arc.
Right, I'm gonna go with this Vendetta that you just did 2 damage to. He's only got 1 left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you're in medium range. So that means at medium range, my last cannon's gonna give me 1 die. So let's see if we can tag you with this, looking for a 5. No. And then we're going to shoot our rocket pods. That's my second of 3 salvos. And I get 6 rockets at medium range. And these all hit on 5s. We got 2. So conceivably I could destroy you, but rockets have a 5-up damage. So I need 2 more 5s or 6s. No. So no damage from him. He's done.
Alright, the only shot he's going to have is 1 missile pod into him. Hey, we hit.
That's a hit.
I was expecting to hit. I think it's a 4+. Yes. Hey, 1 damage.
Alright.
At least he did something.
You've done 3 damage to him, so he's down to, I believe, 2 damage. But he gets to shoot now. Okay, he's going to go after the Tiger Shark, the one in the back there. So I'm going to start with my autocannons. I've got 6 dice at short range.
What's your medium range?
9.
Oh, okay.
I gave up 3 dice of fire, but it got me into short range of you, so you couldn't railgun that guy to death. That was my strategy anyway.
Yeah, I think that was worth the 3 dice to give up.
Yeah. Okay, so here we go. So we've got 1. And then autocannon wounds on a 4.
You're like a missile pod.
So that's 1 damage. So he's down to, he's got 1 left, right?
Yep.
And then we've got the dorsal turret, which is 3 dice at short range, which I think is the heavy bolters in there. Looking for 5s. No!
Woohoo!
Alright, so apparently he's living for this turn at least. Alright, so that is me. Do you have any others to shoot?
Nope, that was it.
Shot everybody. Alright, so that's the end of turn 2. I lost another fighter, my second lightning. I did a bunch of damage to that guy, but you did damage to him and him. So you're looking pretty good. But we're going to go into turn 3. Things can change on a dime in this game. It's really just your ability to roll 5-ups.
Pretty much.
Alright, on to turn 3.
At least at long range.
Alright, we have our orders down for turn 3. It's the initiative roll. I need to win one. Come on, Emperor. Shine your light on me.
Oh, it's a tie.
We're tied. I'll double check, but let's re-roll. I won. Yay! I choose to move first.
Okay.
Alright, I'm going to reveal the Marauder Destroyer. It's a 3, which is... Oh no, there's a crack in the earth. Turn. I don't think we've seen a turn yet.
Nope.
Okay. We're slowly moving up the maneuver chart. And there we go. It was a tight fit. This is a very congested airspace, but my Marauder Destroyer has turned around and is looking to down some filthy Xenos. Over to Jake.
Alright, this Tiger Shark is doing the 3 maneuver, which is a turn. Alright, and that is where the Tiger Shark is ending up. Alright, I sped up 2 more on the throttle, and then I turned once.
Okay, on to me. I think I'm going to go with the Vendetta next. He's doing a 1. And he's going to end up there. There he is relative to everybody else. He decreased his throttle to 3, and he's staying at altitude 4.
Alright, this Barracuda is doing a turn. Alright, and I didn't change my speed or my elevation at all. I just moved 3 in my turn.
Okay, this is my last guy to move. He's doing a 3 as well. And there we go. He turned. He's staying at speed 4, altitude 4, and he's lined up on those guys.
Alright, last Tiger Shark's doing a 4.
Ooh, fancy. My bombers can't do 4 maneuvers. They can only do 1 to 3.
Okay, so we moved 1 forward, and then we did the rest of our maneuver and turned around. I went up to speed 4, and I dropped in altitude down to 3, so I can't be shot at by him.
Yeah, because his turret has the dorsal rule. It's on top of the airplane, so obviously you can't shoot at things that are lower than it. Alright, so that is it for movement. So on to shooting. I have a decision to make here. Alright, this Vendetta is going to be firing at that fighter. That's got 6 las cannons. That's right, 6 las cannons. So at medium range, it's going to give me 6 shots. So let's see, let's look for those 5s. We got 2 hits.
So I gotta get really lucky that you rolled
Roll at least one 1.
Sixes.
So a 2 plus for 1 damage, a 6 plus for double damage.
Yes!
Just 1 damage. Alright, so that guy gets 1 damage, and he is done.
Alright, I'm gonna go with that Barracuda before he explodes.
Who's he going to shoot at?
Into
the
this
damage
guy? Yeah.
Alright, so you are at medium range.
Yep, so I get 2 shots with my railgun.
Okay, let's see those 5s.
And then missile pods, I get 3 shots. 1 hit.
That's all you need.
I need a 4 plus. Come on.
So, see, it all balances out.
No, it didn't.
So
You did the damage. I didn't do anything.
It balances out for me.
Yeah.
Alright, I think in that case, he's probably going to annihilate him. So he's going to shoot at that guy, try to take him out. Even though he's already fired, I think that's the best move. Alright, here's the last cannon into that guy. 1 die. It's a hit!
The last cannon accuracy is
2 plus. Oh, double damage!
You should have led with him.
I should have. And he's destroyed. Alright, he's fired. And it's over to Jake.
Alright, this Tiger Shark is going to shoot everything into this guy.
The Vendetta?
Yep.
Okay.
You're range 7, so medium range.
Yep.
So 2 shots, meaning 5s. 1 hit.
Okay.
5 or 6. Not even a damage.
Not even 1 damage. Ooh.
I got really unlucky on this one.
This turn is
All right.
not a Tau turn.
And then missiles. Okay, the missiles like to hit.
And those are on 4s, right?
Yep. Of course.
Oh, no.
I've rolled so many failed firepowers this turn.
By 1.
Yeah,
All right.
that's like the 5th one.
Is he done? He's done.
Yep.
Alright, and then those 2 have gone, so he's my only guy. He only has his dorsal turret has someone in range, and that's this guy. It is medium range, so my dorsal turret's throwing 2 dice at you. Looking for 5s. No. And now that guy can go.
Yep. I've got 1 missile into him.
Okay.
Missed.
So that's turn 4. I managed to bag another Barracuda.
Yeah, that was a pretty bad turn for me. I should have at least killed one of these.
Yeah. Alright, all the orders are down. It's initiative time. Let's see if the Emperor's still with me. He is. And I think I am going to go first.
Okay.
Shoot first. We're going to go with the Valkyrie. He's doing a 3. And he ends up here. He's still moving speed 4, altitude 4.
Okay, my Tiger Shark, he's gonna go maneuver 3, which is a turn. Okay, and I moved over 5. I stayed at my current speed and altitude.
I'm going to go with my Marauder Destroyer. He's doing a 1. And my Marauder Destroyer ends up there, looking at that guy. Well, I guess he could look anywhere with his turn. Alright, over to Jake. You only got 1 guy left. You want to flip your order?
Yeah. 3.
3.
So turn. Okay, and that is where I'm ending my turn. Kept at speed 3, and I'm staying at altitude 3.
That means it's going to be harder for you to hit me.
Yes, but I want to live.
Valid point, valid point. Alright, so this is my last guy, my Mr. Vendetta on a 2, which is the mighty
Swoop.
Alright, after much deliberation, that Vendetta
These turns
turned off that
are
way.
really hard to wrap your mind around. Like, we haven't played in a long time, but like it's taken us each like 5 or 6 minutes to just move 1 ship.
Yeah, the maneuvers they make your brain hurt sometimes. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and go into shooting. Everyone's done moving. I get to shoot first. Alright, we're going to go with the Vendetta. He's got a personal vendetta, I guess, against this guy. 6 last cannon shots, because it's medium range.
I would be surprised if you failed.
Yeah, don't underestimate the pilots of the Imperial Guard. I mean, Astra Militarum.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
I think you did it. You need double 1s for him.
Double 1s for him to live? No, 2 damage. And that knocks down the big bomber, and he's gone. But you're probably going to kill whatever you shoot at.
Hopefully.
I just jinxed you.
Alright, Tiger Shark into this guy.
Into the Marauder Destroyer?
Yes.
Alright, what are you going with first?
I'm going with my cannons first.
Okay, let's see what you got.
5s.
No!
2 misses. Missiles. Okay,
1 hit.
I'm not going to kill you.
You're not going to kill me.
Nothing. Wow.
Nothing.
Alright, I think that pretty much just was the game.
Well, so we'll go with him. We'll see if we can down you. He's gonna get 9 shots.
If you could take off 5 hit points in one go, that would be very impressive.
So we're gonna go 9 shots. This is 6. So we'll do 3 more. So we've got 2 so far. And we'll roll 3 more. Nope. And these damage you on a 4+. Nope. And then his dorsal turret's just 2 dice at long range or medium range. Nope. And he's done. And he doesn't have a target, obviously. So that's it for turn 4. On to turn 5. Can this lone Tau bomber turn it around?
Probably not.
Stay tuned, valued viewer. Alright, all the orders are down. Let's see who wins it. We've each won twice.
I win, except I don't think it matters a whole lot that I go first.
Move shirt, move first, shoot first.
Yes.
Okay.
Move first, shoot first.
Well, here, I'll help you by flipping your maneuver. It's a 1 level flight.
Okay, so level flight, I went from 5 to 3, and I did a turn.
Alright, I think I'm just going to flip all mine and move all mine, and then we'll come back. Because you really can't counter anything I'm going to do maneuver-wise.
Nope.
And it might take me a half hour to figure out
What you did.
Just to let you know, this guy's doing a 4, which is a snap turn, regular turn, and a regular turn. Alright, movement is over for the Imperial side. Kind of got everyone to get you in their sights, but you get to shoot first, Jake. Who are you going to try to kill?
I don't know. Alright, we have to kill him, I've decided. So everything into this guy.
The undamaged Vendetta.
Yes.
Alright, so
I haven't hit it all, so I should hit with everything this
So these are your massive railguns.
Yes. So
Alright.
it's 2 shots. Oh, 2 hits.
If only you had rolled.
It's happening.
Alright, and then you need
5s and 6s.
one of them to be at least a 5.
Yeah. Oh, come.
So you basically blow that guy out of this.
That was amazing.
4 damage points is enough to kill the Vendetta.
That was awesome.
Alright. Alright, well, I guess both of my guys will go. We'll just go straight into shooting. This guy's going to fire at you. It's going to be 9 shots with his auto cannons. So here's the first 6. 1. And then 3 more. Ugh, just 1. This wound's on a 4. No. And then 2 shots from his dorsal turret. 1 hit. This wound's on a 5. No.
This is why I chose to shoot the Vendetta.
Huh?
If anybody was curious why I didn't just kill him with 2 wounds.
And then this guy gets 1 last cannon at medium range. So we're
5
looking
plus.
for... No. Alright, so that's it for turn 5. On to turn 6. Turn 6. Alright, so movement orders are down. We're on to turn 6, I think it is.
Yep.
Here we go for initiative.
Tied. Alright, what do you want?
I will be moving first and shooting first.
Okay.
Alright, I'm going to go with my Valkyrie, and she's doing a 4, which is a snap turn. And I end up right there with my amazing snap turn. Your turn, Jake.
I have 3.
I'll give you some time to think.
Thanks. Okay, so I sped up to a 5 on the throttle. I'm at elevation 4, and I slid all the way over, and I'm looking towards that bomber. But we'll see if he stays there.
And he probably won't. But he's doing a 3, which is a turn. Okay, it looks like the only shooting for the turn is going to be my Marauder Destroyer firing at your Skip Ray or whatever that is.
Tiger Shark.
Tiger Shark.
Skip Ray.
Alright, here we go, looking for some 5s. Let's see it. I got a couple. And then we're damaging you on 4s. There we go. Too bad it wasn't extra damage. So that's 2 damage on you, and then my dorsal turret kicks in, which is 3 shots at short range. Looking for 5s. Got 1, and then looking for 5s again. Got 1, so that's 3 damage.
That was really good.
Made up for last turn. So what's he got, 5?
Made up for last turn.
He whiffed last turn. What do they have, structure 5, right?
Yeah.
So they're the same as him.
Yep.
So they're down to
2 left.
2 left, 2 left, 1 left. There's only 5 structure points on the table, split between 3 aircraft. All right, so this is on to turn 7 because you don't have any shooting to go. Turn 7. All right. Orders are down, so let's see that initiative.
Yes!
Oh,
I think this one's going to be important.
I'm
moving first, shooting first.
All right, moving first, shooting first.
I'm doing a 4, which is a snap turn. Okay, and that is where I'm ending. Alright, that is where I'm ending. I went up to speed 5, or I stayed at it. I think I stayed at it. And I'm going to stay at altitude 4.
Well, once again, both my planes will be moving together, so I'll just flip both of these orders for the sake of expediency. Both of them are doing 3s. Alright, that's the end of movement. He turned down here. He sped up, so he speed 4, altitude 4, to get out of his firing arc, because he would have got torn up if he would have stayed there. And the other guy moved behind, even though he can't shoot because he's got a las cannon and it's inside its minimum range. At least you can't shoot him as well. So the only shooting I have is medium range shot with the dorsal turret. So it's 2 dice on you. Last time I tagged you with a damage point. Jake, let's see if I can do it again. Well, maybe. Looking for another 5. Ah, so close. Alright, and that's the end of this turn. Alright, it's initiative time. Let's see it, Emperor. Ah. So what's it going to be?
I'm going to move first, shoot first.
Oh, this again, okay.
Yes.
So you want to flip your order?
Yep, I'm doing a 3. Okay. I'm going to drop my speed down to 3. And then I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, like so.
Okay.
I think no matter what, you'll be in front of me. It'll just be a matter of what weapons will actually be able to shoot you.
Alright, so I'll go ahead and just flip both of mine. We'll do them both off camera at the same time. This guy's doing a 1, and this guy's doing a 3. So, okay, yeah. Alright, here we go. He turned in. The thought is to get within minimum range. I know he could conceivably destroy me and get lucky with 2 hits, but odds are he won't.
No, I can't. Odds are I
You just have 1 die?
Can't. I only got 1 shot.
Oh, just 1 shot with your missiles?
Yep.
Perfect. And then he moved behind you, but he can't hurt you because he can't shoot at short range.
1 shot.
1 shot. Let's see it.
Hit.
That's a hit.
4 plus. Wounds you. 1 wound remaining.
Alright, so he's got 4 wounds, 1 wound remaining. So that trick kept me alive anyway. 6 dice for my autocannons at short range.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, these are on 4s.
So, you only need 2.
I only need 2, that's right. Alright. Say goodnight, Tau. This is what you get for fighting against the Emperor's will. And we got the
It's
2 anyway.
over.
4, 3. Alright, and with that, he crashes in a fiery puddle of Xenos tears and blood. Yay. And that guy gets the kill. Good game, Jake.
Good game.
Alright, let's do a quick post-game talk while we still have this up. Well, folks, there you go. That was a Imperial victory. My streak remains alive. The tower brought down. But
Sadly.
I think it was a lot closer than any battle we had with the orcs.
Yeah, hands down. I think I've only, with the orcs, I think I've only killed 1 plane, like, a game, max.
Maybe. Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Maybe 2.
It's tough.
But yeah, it was fun to play with the Tau.
Yeah.
It's nice to have something new.
Now, this video, this battle report, obviously this wasn't a master tactics and strategy video.
We really have no idea what we're doing.
No, I mean, we have a good grasp of moving things around, but I'm sure, at least I know on my side, I could have shot in a different order to be more efficient.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it seemed really good, and the game was pretty close. Although you lost, my bomber had
2 wounds, and the other guy had 1 wound.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, so it was, I mean, it was pretty close.
Yeah, I think it could have gone either way, really. One of the big turning points was, I think it was for 3 solid turns, I didn't even do a single wound to you, just because I kept whiffing, like, continuously. But then once only my last bomber was alive, he excels at super long range. I couldn't get far enough away from you, and no matter which initiative track I chose, I would have still been punished for it because you had 2 planes as opposed to my 1 plane. So you would have still, like, I thought about giving you initiative those last 2 turns, but no matter what, your bomber would have got to go after my bomber went, and that's what the most important thing was, because I didn't really care about your Valkyrie shooting ever again, because he just wasn't putting out the firepower.
Would you change any of your upgrade cards?
Yes, so I spent 3 points on the tail gunners, and the tail gunners, 1, they're terrible. I don't think you should ever spend a point on them. But 2, for 3 points, you can upgrade 1 guy with drones. And if I had drones on that last bomber, I actually think I would have won, because they can shoot anywhere, which is awesome. And that would have come in handy, like, for several turns.
Yeah,
so
yeah, that's true. Well, you killed my ace pilot, which I think was my most point-wise guy.
That was pretty sweet.
Which brings me to, and I'm sure there's a tournament, Aeronautica Imperialis people here who know a lot more than us, but those 2 structure fighters don't seem like you want to put much on them. They die way too quick.
Yeah, I don't think I'll ever. And it's weird, with the long-range aspect of the game, feels like it's a lot more driven about luck, and then as soon as you get close, then there's lots of skill and tactics. But I don't know, at the same time there isn't, just because there's so many places you could move. Like, I was trying to predict your bomber, and off camera, at the very end, I just started laying out kind of like a grid in my head of, like, this is 5 squares away from you. Yep. Because even a bomber moving 1 through 4 has so many options that we're used to X-Wing, I feel like, too, because we played a lot of X-Wing back in the day, and you could predict much more where your enemy was going to go.
Yeah, I think this game might more rely on activation control.
Yeah.
Maybe those cheap, inexpensive 2 structure fighters, you just get a lot of them, so you have more guys on the initiative track.
Well, that's the hard part, is they're not cheap, at least for me. Like, my fighter's 22 points, and to get to a bomber, like my slightly worse bomber, is 24 points.
Yeah, but that's your cheapest thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I don't know, it's good. I enjoy it. I think the next one we film sometime in the future is going to be Orcs versus Tau. And kind of take the Imperial out of the equation and see what happens.
Yeah.
So I have a feeling that's going to feel very similar to Imperial versus Orcs, just because you want to keep them at long range or medium range, and the Orcs want to be at short range.
Yeah,
so
it'll be interesting just because, like, even my medium range isn't that great, but I prefer that really long range most of the time. So it'll see, like, how the opposites work together, if I can kill enough of them before they get into my lines.
Yeah. Whereas the Imperials, at least most of the Imperials, except for las cannons, I guess even las cannons like the medium.
Yeah, medium on a las cannon was really good.
Yeah. The Vendetta was getting 6 dice.
Yeah, the Vendetta was super scary. I think he was probably your MVP. We didn't really keep a track of damage, which ship did super well, but I think your Vendetta pulled it out for you.
Probably.
And for me, it was definitely my last remaining Tiger Shark. I think at the end, he killed 2 out of 3 of your destroyed planes, and did most of the damage to the 3rd one, and then did all the damage to the guys that were on the table.
Yeah.
So he almost did everything by himself, which is kind of crazy.
He didn't need anybody else. All right, guys. Well, there you go. That is Aeronautica Imperialis, Imperial versus Tau. Please do check us out on Facebook at All Miniatures Great and Small. You can keep track of what we're doing there. Click the bell here on YouTube so you always get notified when we produce new content. Leave your thoughts down in the comments below. We love to hear your thoughts on Aeronautica Imperialis, the Tau, the Empire, any tips, tricks, anything you think we did wrong or could do better. We love to hear from you. As always, thanks, guys, and keep on wargaming.